Most of the mess that you have in your mind is because of your surroundings. I know that you're frustrated over your creativity block. So want to talk about it? Let's go! And the stars holding me. Hello and welcome back, people. I know I am just in that sun-kissed weather. It's more like sun-slapped because it's just too much sun. I can't do anything about it. It will just go in a while. So for now, just welcome to my 8 Habit 8 Week series. This is the 7th part and we are going to talk about the 7th habit. Excited much? So this one is decluttering your space. Yes. Not everyone can relate to Monica's character from Friends. I'm sure you must have seen that series, right? She was a clean maniac. She couldn't even stand out a bit of dust around her. And one time, I remember, she personally cleaned all the cars in her neighborhood. She even requested to clean someone's home, which was weird, but okay, who's complaining? I know you're not too much into cleaning stuff, but it gets better with time. You don't have to do a lot in one day. Start cleaning up for like 10 minutes and maybe you'll realize that it wasn't that hard. But the benefits though, the benefits are endless. And I'm only going to point out just a few of them. So why we should declutter? Reason 1, it improves productivity. Who doesn't like an organized space? And especially when it comes down to our work desk. We cannot concentrate on what's really important if we have a lot going on in front of us. Imagine your workspace or your living area cluttered with papers and unwanted things. Maybe they're eating dust while you simply don't feel like touching them at all. That messed up space can create a visual and mental distraction, making it challenging to focus on what's important. Imagine your workspace as a garden. When it's cluttered, it's like having weeds choking out your plants. You're constantly having to navigate around piles of paper, random items, and other clutter just to get to your work. It's distracting and time-consuming. And moreover, it creates a resistance between you and your work. If you have watched my previous videos, you must have noticed me talking about the fact that when you want to make a habit, you have to make it easier as possible. If you want to start working out, just get your workout clothes ready before a day. That way, you don't really have to struggle with additional steps, which is to think about what to wear, not to go or to go. You just have to skip the steps which create a resistance between you and your work. That needs to be done, which is to go for a walk. You're more likely to do it when there's nothing coming between you. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you go and watch this one. I'll link that down in the description. Ooh, the sun is gone. No, it's not. So, coming back to the topic, or should I say your garden, when you declutter, you pull those extra weeds that you don't need and giving your plants, your work, a room to breathe and grow. Suddenly, you have a clear path to focus on your task without the constant distraction of clutter. Research backs this up too. Studies have shown that a cluttered environment can lead to decreased focus and increased stress levels. When your space is cluttered, your brain is constantly processing the visual stimuli, making it harder for you to concentrate the task at hand. On the other hand, a clean and organized environment promotes clarity of thoughts and allows you to tackle tasks more effectively. It's very simple, to be honest. When you have a clear mind without having a need to do a lot of work, then you're more likely to focus on the task at hand. But if you're already worried about the task that you need to do, maybe in the near future, like meeting 2 hours later, then do you not only fail to work in the present moment, but also won't be able to concentrate on the next meeting, thinking you missed a lot of important stuff, isn't it? It's like you're making things complicated when they actually aren't that complicated. Number 2, it makes you more organized. Think about it like that. When you have a clutter-free desk, You can easily find what you need when you need it. No more wasting time searching for lost documents or getting through piles of clutter. Everything has its place, its space, making it easier for you to stay focused and productive. But when your space is not that collective enough, then it's going to be a huge struggle to find that one needle in a haystack. Yeah, that needle represents the files that you need at that present moment. We all have that one of those days when we are looking for something very important at the last minute, but we cannot find it because we don't even know where we kept it. You already know that I read a lot of books and books need to have a bookmark. But because I wasn't organized enough, I was struggling to find where I kept them. I literally bought 15 bookmarks, but I couldn't find them because my desk is filled with different stuff. I only managed to find just a few till now, but now that I realize the importance of decluttering, my space is better than before and there's no going back for me. I don't really clean a lot personally. I would be hypocrite enough to tell you, to teach you something that I don't personally do. So what I actually do is clean for only 10 minutes every day. I want to do at least prep my table before I sit down for a session. My work mostly includes writing stories and managing my social media content. So whenever I have to sit down to work stuff, I always clean up my desk before I get to work. It's the least I can do. And I'm not even talking about thorough cleaning, but when you're consistent about it, then you may not even need to clean a lot. Think about it. It's like living in a house and you're managing to mop the floor once in a while and it's fine. But if you leave your home and you go for a vacation for a week or two and then you come back, you see a lot of dust piling up everywhere. You can slide your finger on the table and you see that it's there. So it doesn't happen when you're consistent about decluttering your space. Don't just keep on ignoring it to a level that it becomes impossible for you to tackle. It becomes impossible for you to even think about cleaning up. Just clean up for like 5 to 10 minutes every day, and there will be a moment when you no longer need to do it too much, but just as a preparation before you sit down and work, because you are already good at managing it. Reason 3, it improves your mental health. Nothing more important than your own sanity, right? And when it comes to clutter-free space, that's not a want, but a need. Picture this. When we tidy up our space, we're not just cleaning up our physical mess, we're also giving our brains a bit of workout. See, our brains are pretty flexible. They can change and adapt, kind of like a muscle that gets stronger with exercise. So when we declutter, we're not only clearing out the junk from our rooms, we're also helping our brain form new connections and work more efficiently. It's like not having too much to think about. And now you have space to work clearly because your thoughts are managed. When our rooms are messy, it's like our brains are constantly being bombarded with distractions. Somehow, you cannot help yourself saying that I am not thinking about cleaning up because you are, and you don't have a chance to relax or focus better. Plus, making decisions about what to keep and what to toss actually trains your brain to be better at making choices in other areas of your life as well. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, try tidying up your space, and it will not only make your room look nicer, which it obviously will do, but also gives your brain a boost to help you feel more calm and focused. Reason 4, it makes you more creative. So if you're like me, then you must know the importance of creativity. It doesn't come easily to you, and you rarely feel the need to write something original. But imagine the time when you're about to write something that could change the lives, but your cluttered space ruins it all. You can't find your pen or diary or even your laptop charger when you need it the most. And even though you're right there to sit, your mind is really frustrated with that disorganized mess right in front of you. Most of the time, we subconsciously feel that writer's block because we have a lot going on here. We don't know what's happening, but it's just because of that cluttered space. And now that you know the problem and the solution, so do I even need to emphasize more? Do I? Okay, here's another one. Reason 5, it gives you a peace of mind. Yes, meditation works as well, but you know what I'm talking about. There's something uniquely satisfying about the tangible results of decluttering. This is like a tongue twister to me now, okay? When you see your space transformed from chaos to order, it's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. It's not just about having a tidy room, it's about creating a sanctuary where you can truly relax and unwind. Your room is not supposed to make you feel irritated for visiting it. It should be a happy space. You should be looking forward to sleep at the end of the day, or relax whenever you're having a bad mood, or even study without too much going on at the same time. It's about reclaiming control over your environment and in turn, your mental state. And I guess this is more than enough to convince you why you should be decluttering your space. Finally, before I go, I urge you to download your assignments from that description. You can start making cleaning a habit any day. Don't ever feel the pressure or need to do something that you don't want to do, but know that you need to start somewhere and it's for your own good. And that's a wrap for today. Make sure you like this video and share it with your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because we are yet to discover the remaining last one habit from the series, and I promise it's going to be worth your time. So don't miss any updates by hitting that bell icon right now. The assignment is in the description as always, along with a few links that I've mentioned in the video. So don't forget to check them out as well. I know most of the people never bother to visit the description, but you should, because I spend a lot of time and effort making it just for you to ease your search and save you time. So why not? Today's assignment is all about committing yourself to clean up your workspace for at least 10 minutes or less and record your mood swings in the journal. That's going to be worth it. So don't forget to download it. And I'll see you in the next one. And once again, thank you for bearing with me and the sun. It was a great experience. Bye bye. Signing off.